Hello, this is meant to be a guide for people who got their Baoding balls and want to do some exercises. Maybe people who don't know what it is exactly or what it's meant to do. I'm gonna just go through a couple of points like where it's from and what you should know in order to play with the balls in a fashionable manner. First of all, the Baoding ball is originally from China. You probably would have imagined with all the Baoding balls you can buy with the Chinese symbols on them. The ones I'm using are made of steel and have a chrome top, which makes them shiny and pretty durable. Originally they were actually made from solid iron, and that's why they're also called iron balls, and some people call them Chinese therapy balls or exercise balls. It's all the same really. The idea of the balls is that you stimulate meridians when you roll them around in your hands. It's much like acupuncture and such medical treatments. If this is actually working, it's hard to say, for me at least. I think it just, feels fun to roll them around in your hands. Plus, you have something to do. That's mostly why I use the balls, and I like it. There are balls in different sizes, pretty much ranging from 35 millimeters to as much as 70 millimeters. I've heard on another YouTube film that it helps if you use different sizes of balls to practice your tricks, and I believe that to be true. I think I'll just go on to some of the ways and how you can roll your balls around, and there are kind of like three different ways. One way is just by pushing one ball, you make space and you force the other balls to roll around in your hands, and then the other way is to make space so that they have to roll, which I'm doing right now. I'm lowering my middle finger, which makes the ball roll there, and this my pink is pushing the other one around. So actually I'm using a mixed technique to roll them around. The fun thing about this is I don't have to use my thumb when I'm rolling them like this. I can use my thumb, which makes it possible to roll them around and also turn it around. As you can see, you can actually roll them when your hand is facing down. This is pretty much a different kind of practice. It gives a lot of opportunities on how to roll them. You can also roll them without touching each other. This also makes it possible to roll other things in your hands than just these balls, because they don't have to be absolutely spheric. I'll show by using a couple of dice, 20-sided dice. I can roll these around just as easily because I can roll around balls. Pretty much this is the technique where you use your fingers to get a good grip on the balls and you can roll them around. Of course, how you roll them around exactly is pretty much up to you. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to follow a set of rules. At least I don't feel that is necessary, just as long as it feels good. I found that many different ways of rolling the balls around can be quite fun or relaxing. I'll show a couple more ways. You can always practice rolling them both ways. in the same manner. Also, it's quite challenging to roll them exactly the same way in both your hands. Usually when you just try to roll them around at the start, you'll just form a different technique with both hands, and then getting them aligned, doing it the same is quite a challenge, or can be quite a challenge. You can roll as much. I've seen somebody roll more than 6 balls at once in his hand, and that was I feel that was a lot. Doesn't go as fast as 2 balls, but I guess that's to be expected. Balls can also be made of other materials, and it can be fun to roll 4 balls like this. Put one in the middle. I don't think my positioning is very good for this. As you can see, this is pretty hard. You have to practice on keeping 3 balls together, them not bouncing against each other or off each other, because otherwise the ball will not stay on top. This is a jade Baoding ball, by the way. Using other things than metal means the balls will easily damage, so it's good to practice rolling them around without touching each other, and then using balls like these. There are also marble balls, which are oh, sometimes it goes wrong. You can also use marble balls, or maybe mineral balls. These are actually crystal balls. It's nice to roll them around without touching each other, although they do make an interesting sound when they do. You can do all sorts of tricks with 3 balls. Rolling them around like this and just making them roll around one, or you can have them in a line, which is interesting as well. There's actually, when you're doing this, you'll actually notice that the ball in the middle is just standing still, and the other 2 are really the ones you're moving around. When you're doing this, it means you have to use all your fingers to keep them in line. It's very different from this, when you are hardly using your fingers to keep balls in line, because they just do that because you're making space where they have to go, and then pushing up where you don't want the balls to be. I think this is my version of some information about the Baoding ball. Good luck with it.